The equation to life is simple. The angel of death will either pay you a visit or he won't. Whether or not this will happen has nothing to do with whether you've followed a religious doctrine, whether you've attended a church, or whether you've performed enough so-called good deeds. Your intent is what will summon the angel of death. Your intent is what will play a critical role in whether you need to die and return to earth in a new body, or whether your life will be eternal as you build and realize the consciousness of heaven on earth. If your intent is centered on yourself, it is impossible to realize the consciousness of heaven. You will be stuck in a material reality where linear time, perceived wealth, and subjugation to others will become guiding forces in your spirit life journey. By focusing your intent on yourself, you are building the walls to the prison you will end up calling home for the remainder of this incarnation. When you die and take that journey to the moon and see the life review, you will look upon yourself and hopefully ask some very important questions about how your intent brought you to where you are. If your intent is centered on yourself, the people around you will play a vital role in moving you along a path leading to the visit by the angel of death. They are organic portals and are here to teach you about your vulnerabilities, your limits, and your strengths. Regardless of whether you resonate with them, you will learn from them. They are your true teachers. Conversely, if your intent is directed away from yourself, realizing the consciousness of heaven will become a viable part of the equation. Balance, harmony, and inner beauty are the building blocks to the consciousness of heaven and can only be realized when you are selfless. Balance cannot be realized if you stand at the center of your intent, as your needs and stature will stand above all else. The pendulum is naturally going to swing in your direction. If you stand at the center of your intent, harmony cannot be realized because standing above others creates forces that oppose you. When there are forces that oppose you, there is no harmony. If you stand at the center of your intent, inner beauty cannot be realized because you are standing above others and not beside them. When you stand above another being, you are by default declaring dominance over them. The inability to realize the consciousness of heaven and embody its building blocks is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that one is learning. It is a sign that one is at a juncture in their spirit life journey where they will have an opportunity to return to earth in a new body and start over. Organic portals exist to show you the virtues of the path you choose to take. If you choose to focus your intent on yourself, organic portals will provide a very clear understanding of your fate. If you choose a selfless path, organic portals will show you the virtues behind that choice. They are making sacrifices so we can learn. Many of them are walking straight toward the angel of death in order for us to see whether it is a path we want to take. We will meet a few of them here. They exist alongside living souls. They attend the same schools, shop at the same grocery stores, drive on the same roads, and work in the same jobs. They're at our family gatherings. They have eccentric and often pleasant personalities. Think of your grandfather with the funny laugh who takes his motorhome across the country and tells you endless stories about his adventures. Think of your aunt who buys a hat and a pair of earrings and can't wait to tell you all about it. Think of your cousins sitting at a restaurant laughing with their friends and making silly faces. Think of your neighbor feeling brave and mighty because he got rid of a wasp's nest. They'll be the ones inviting you to watch Super Bowl with them. They'll be the ones who will ask you to join them on a fishing trip. They'll invite you to their house for a barbecue. They'll also be the ones fighting to stay within the confines they created. On the surface, they may appear to be ordinary people innocently going about their lives. And to a large extent, that is exactly what they are. But to those who have awakened, they see something different. It is often difficult to put your finger on it, but misalignment is on display. Let's meet a few ordinary people living ordinary lives. Each of them is at a unique juncture in their spirit life journeys. They are learning. They may awaken in this incarnation. If not, they will have plenty of opportunities to return to Earth in new incarnations and continue their journey. Let's meet Russ. In this clip, he is glowing because he just purchased a new motorhome. On the surface, he appears as happy as can be. But focus on his intent. Where is it directed? What is it guided by?
Hey all, Russ here, RVer TV. How you doing today? Doing a little update on our RV search. I found one. Well, I'm just happier than anything, and the price they put on it was unbelievable. Okay, come on in, check her out. Is this the cat's meow or what? Big bathroom, big bedroom. But all in all, I mean, my goodness gravy, I got super lucky on this. I got this for several $1,000s below book. Very happy.
Let's meet Carolyn. She is surrounded by good friends, what she considers to be good food, and is beyond happy because she purchased a new hat and a new pair of earrings. Again, focus on her intent. Where is it directed? And what is it guided by?
Keto breakfast. I'm having pancakes made with almond flour, cream cheese, eggs, vanilla, and stevia. Yum. Go keto. This is the taco cart that we come to, and it's so good. And look at the prices. Well, I bought myself a hat and more earrings, and Dory got some earrings, and Mike's just drinking beer. And Ron's smoking a cigar. And we're at El Paraíso, which is our favorite place here.
Let's meet Brian, Michelle, Tom, and Sherry. They're sitting at a table, enjoying a few drinks, celebrating friendship, and having a good time. As they're having a good time, they're teaching us about their intent. They're teaching us about the reality they created when there's an expectation that others focus their attention on your pleasure. Again, focus on their intent. Where is it directed? And what guides it?
Get ready for it.
Yes.
Well, cheers.
Cheers. Yay. Oh, that's actually pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I've never had one of those before.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be good to get to go for a sunset somewhere.
I'm sure everybody recognizes Tom and Shirley.
Hi.
Yeah, so great to meet you guys.
We were able to run into.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Hear about your journeys and just starting out a couple of months into it. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Very cool.
The
Very cool.
tips from you guys.
Right, and what you don't know is when you guys were gone, we had to talk about the challenges that ladies have.
Oh,
Yeah, so.
First time at the courtside.
Right, we've never been to courtside before. This is our first time.
big RV show.
Yep.
It's the perfect way to end the day.
Yes.
Yes.
The next clip is going to take an interesting turn. Let's meet Ben. On the surface, he appears to be the friendly next-door neighbor who's a bit irritated by the presence of wasps in his backyard. He makes it clear they were harassing his kids, so he decides to solve the problem in his ever so creative way. He pours molten aluminum into an underground wasp nest. Focus on his intent. Is he embracing Earth or opposing her? Is his overture aligned with intentions centered on himself, or are his intentions selfless? See this clip and decide for yourself.
A couple of days ago, I discovered a wasp nest in the back of my garden, and it's right next to the trampoline and the playhouse of my children. And yesterday the wasps were harassing my children, and that is something I don't want. So normally in Belgium we call the fire department and they come to exterminate them with fire or with poison. But now I thought, why not do it myself and pour in some molten aluminium. Now guys, these are wasps, these are not bees. If it would be bees, I have to call a beekeeper and he comes to remove the bees in a humane way so that they will live on. And bees, you don't kill bees, guys. They are doing a lot of good stuff in this world, so never kill bees. These are wasps. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video.
He does his deed, and Earth responds. This resembles a creature. It has a distinct head, a body, arms, and legs. I'll just leave it there. The image tells more than my words ever will. I show these clips not to cast any of these people in a negative light. Each of them are at a unique juncture in their spirit life journeys. Each of them has a very important lesson to offer the awakened. If our intentions are centered upon ourselves, we might find ourselves back at a juncture in our spirit life journey where we share similar struggles with the people depicted here. If you have awakened from your slumber, you are aware that every single turn you take on your path is done so by choice. You are aware that you are both the architect and builder of your reality, and that your destiny rests in your hands. Your hands will need to build heaven if that's where you want to find yourself. It is important to understand organic portals have played a significant role in allowing one to awaken from their slumber. And when one is awake, organic portals play a significant role in keeping them awake. They are not only our true teachers, they are a big part of the reason living souls have every incentive to direct their intentions away from themselves. When one's intentions are centered upon themselves, their gratification, and their personal gain, they create barriers in their ability to realize the consciousness of heaven. They take many, many steps away from realizing a true symbiosis with Earth, her energies, and the protection she offers. When one is detached from Earth, they are detached from the realization of heaven. Heaven is on Earth, and we have to build it with our own hands. When we use our hands to build a reality that creates an alliance between humans and money, an alliance between humans and material possessions, a subjection of humans to gluttony, and the pitting of humans against other life forms and the forces of nature, we are building the antithesis of heaven on earth. When we use our hands to build mechanisms of control, captivity, and enslavement, we are building walls that stand between us and the realization of balance, harmony, and inner beauty, which are fundamental building blocks of heaven. Your selfless intent alone is not a final step, but it will pave your path. That's all for now. Be well, sun gaze, and thrive selflessly.